Hey guys, welcome back to the Hybrid Athlete channel. So, I'm Dr. Paul Rimmer, and this is just a video. This is my last real training video going into the GB Ultra Cheshire 100 miler, which at time of recording is only a couple of weeks away now. It's been a while getting this content up together, just editing videos, been busy with work at the clinic and stuff. So in this video, most of it is going to simply be just my last course recce, which was about a 49 mile run around the Cheshire countryside, which was the first half-ish of the 100 miler that I'm doing in a couple of weeks' time. Just thought I'd update generally what the training was around that. I've obviously got lots of training vlogs, so please check them out. I've linked them here somewhere. So yeah, the last couple of weeks training before this, the week before was obviously a slight taper into this. You can't just go out and blast 50 miles off a normal training week. So that was one full body strength training session, one really short, sharp interval session, and a couple of swimming sessions, and a lot of relaxation and time off my feet. And then obviously the week after, the video that you're going to see was the run. The week after the run that this video is about, did that make sense? Was basically very similar. So a couple of days rest and recovery, one full body strength training session, lots of stretching, lots of mobility, lots of recovery. So that's kind of where I'm at now. Now we're 2 weeks out, 2 or 3 weeks out. It's 2 weeks, 10 days today, 11 days today. It's the 17th or 18th of May anyway. It's about 10 days away. But the last week or so since I did the training run, which is a couple of weeks ago, I've just been busy, not had time to edit things and stuff and put things together. So yeah, it's been a bit of a while getting this ready. But the 2 weeks since then has been back to like a normal, what I would call like base hybrid program. So 3 strength training sessions a week, a couple of short interval sessions a week, and then 1 or 2 easy runs. Again, none of these have been really high volume. After that 76 kilometer, sort of 48-ish, 47-ish miler that I've done, that this video is about, obviously I needed to let my body recover and not push too hard as well. So now just getting through that second week of the next block of training. So I'm now on to block 3. So my next video, my next training update will be the end of the GB Ultra 100. Like I said, is in 10 days time, 11 days time, and also then the next block of training as well. So please give this video a like and a subscribe. Watch my other training videos for some inspiration about how I balance things, or just to enjoy watching me suffer and some of my a bit crazier ramblings when I'm running through the Cheshire or wherever countryside it is. And also talk about my next block of training then, which is preparing for a 100k race. And then off the back of that, I've got a big event announcement, which I don't know if I've announced before in a video. I'm going to go with it today, which is I'm also training for a 177 mile, 3-day, self-supported, fastest known time event as well. So please stay tuned and watch those videos. But for now, hope you enjoy this one, guys. Yeah, like, subscribe, any comments, any advice, anything you need.
So today we're just breaking it down into gentle intervals, really, just to, yeah, take the pace off. Goal of today's run, like I said before, is really to just get to the kind of 80k mark fairly in one piece and then see how much time I've got before I have to catch my train, and then figure out what I'm going to do from there, whether I push on for a bit if I've got time, or call it a day there, catch the train back to Leeds this evening, and then continue the runs there. Ideally I'd like to get as much as possible done so I can get some sleep tonight for my early train tomorrow. But I'm just at the 4k mark now. I'm running like kind of like a reverse pyramid for the canal towpathy bit until I get to the hills really, and then it's just running the terrain at that point. But yeah, it's now just gone 6 a.m. in the morning, just past 6. Yeah, just done 4.2k. As you can see, good place to stop. The sun's now rising over there, nice and warm. Use that as a bit of a warm up. So yeah, just going to put a little bit of food in now, and then put my headphones out, put a little bit of food in now, and then crack on. Feeling good though. We'll call that little section RP is a 5 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10, which is exactly where you want to be for ultra at this stage. Just hit 13.5, 14k. And now in Chester, just getting towards where the locks are, heading towards the race course. Don't know if that was good camera work or not, don't really care at this point. Yeah, energy's feeling good, body's feeling good. Got a few bits of tightness as always, age-related tightness issues, but yeah, I'm just keeping on top of that. So yeah, I'm just going to push on now. Feeling good. I'll probably know by the time I get to 20k, so after this next little interval block, It's going to be a good just hit 22.5k in just over 2.5 hours. Feeling really good. It's the best I've felt on a training run in a long time. So I think a good decision to call my last session early when I wasn't feeling good. Seeing by a beautiful river now. Sun's there, nice and bright. Like I said, 2.5 hours in. Feeling really good. There's a really good indicator that I've just done. I'm running sort of 3.5k little intervals with like 500 meters to a k to just recover and get food in. And that last section, it wasn't uphill as in hills, but it was a nice steady gradient for the last 3k, and I ran it and I felt fine. I felt like I had to pump the brakes to force myself to stop, to take this little breather. So yeah, I feel really good. Energy levels are still really good, and like I said before, if I'm getting above 22, 23k and I feel fine, that's a really good sign. So hopefully I'll be feeling this way as I get towards the 40k mark, which is when I'll check back in next, because that's normally when it's starting to become a bit of a run walk depending on the terrain. So here we are. But today hopefully that's just hit 43 kilometers. Peace. Feeling good, feeling energized. It's a nice little easy like last 30-40 minutes. Just let food digest. My digestive system started to be a little bit annoying with me. So yeah, I've just done 43.5k now. So now we get onto the hilly section. So the next 35k is pretty up and down. So it's basically just going with the terrain. I'm ahead of schedule. Well, I'm on schedule where I'd want to be on terms of race day, but in terms of today, I'm way ahead of schedule. Got plenty of time. So yeah, nice chance to stop and take in some sights and get some video that isn't just me suffering. Right, let's crack on. Time for some sunscreen, I think. Glorious day. Just coming up to 50k now, hitting the hills, and I feel absolutely brilliant. I nearly even swore there. I had like a big endorphin release a little while ago. So my kind of terrain, like this flat stuff, just bores me to tears. When it gets hard and you've got to dig in and think your way around and strategize, and the terrain's changing and you're like in nature. The only thing I need to be careful of now is that I've got a really steep bit, so just taking it easy, making sure that I feed, because I'm getting a little bit excited with my paces up these hills. But yeah, I think this will be the quickest I've ever done a 50k on something like this, and I feel really easy, really easy. I think before, when I was feeling tired, it was more like just getting bored, mentally kicking in. But yeah, we have the lovely Beeston Castle. Gas now. Many a school strip. That wouldn't be appropriate. Cool trip spent there. Right, now we get into the fun hills. But first, little stop at this little coffee shop. Get myself a little bottle of water. Might treat myself to an ice cream on the way back if I'm good. I shouldn't feel this good at this point. It's very weird. Right, let's run. A little friend thinks he's going to get fed. Sorry, buddy. All the carbs are for me. Missed this gate last time, ended up running up some mad fields. Saw it today though. Amazing. I'm going to follow the actual signage there. Little sandstone trail. Hey, Mr. Cow. I was singing a bit of Foo Fighters at them before. I didn't appreciate it. I don't think they like rock music. I wonder what music they like. Eh? Trying to figure where I ran from. Somewhere over there. See those big oil refinery things way off in the distance. I don't know if you can see them. Let's zoom in. Somewhere over there. Yeah, that's where I ran from. That's Stanlow. It's a little bit in front of that, I think. Either that or my geography is completely wrong. Who cares? Beautiful day. I'm on the surface of the moon. One small step, blister-filled step for mankind. For a man. It's actually for a man, did you know that? Not for man, for a man. Always misquoted. One giant leap for my preps for the GB Ultra Cheshire 100. It's getting hot now. Doing alright, feeling good. Oh, let's turn this around. Whilst I'm in the desert. Yeah, I'm doing alright. It's hotter than I expected it to be today. I mean, it's not super hot, so I'm not like complaining. It's not, you know, Gobi desert hot, but it isn't. It's not ideal fast time weather. It's a good thing because it's slowing me down. I'm just currently at the 57k, and yeah, pace has slowed a little. I'm just chilling now. Had a really good section through the last bit of woods I was in. Felt really good. And then just getting some really bad hot spots in my feet, so I stopped for a little bit to sort those out, pour some water on my feet and stuff, but there's still a little bit there. So I'm just took it as an opportunity to grab some food at a little cafe, let that digest a little bit before I run. It's not digested, we'll have some toilet issues, so I'm just waiting for that rush of energy to hit me in a second, which it will do, and then we will carry on with the old running. Literally, my idea of hell. I was up there a little while ago, up there. Farmer's track, shit ankle breaking, steep hill, sun overhead. I do enjoy hills, I don't mind them too much, but when it's like that, it takes my soul. Anyway, 63.5k done. Getting towards the last 15k now. Doing alright. Right. A little bit of flat for a while now. Woohoo! Until forest hills start. But I don't mind forest hills because the terrain tends to be a bit nice to run them.
This is
the environment's a bit better as well. This is more my kind of vibe. Let's see how I'll last this long though. How long this lasts. Getting tired now. I just hit the 66.5k mark. Yeah, pretty cruising, about 10 hours. Just over 10 hours in. Should hit 80k just after 12 hours, which is obviously halfway for 100 mile, which might not seem great because normally you'd run the first split faster. However, this first 80k is all of the hills, and I definitely think I'd have done this a bit quicker. Maybe. Hard to say if I'd have just taken care of my foot issue a little bit sooner. So my blisters are just niggling me now, but they're not getting any worse. There's no point doing anything about them now. Right, nearly down to the last 13k. Whoop whoop. Just closing in on 76 kilometres, just over 12 hours. A little bit behind schedule where I wanted to be. There's a lot more hills than I remember to this point. No, partly hills, partly to be honest, just taking it really easy. There's no point hammering myself now. In fact, we've got what I needed out of the session. Yeah, a few things, like with it being a hot day, I didn't run out of water, but I was just very cautious of pushing hard, because I'm just getting to my last little bits now as I get out towards the train station where my little run ends. We'll be there in about 15 minutes or so if I get my stomp on. So yeah, a few things today. I think the main lesson was obviously water, but with the 100 miler there's going to be aid stations, so that's going to be less horrendous. So that's fine. And yeah, just foot admin. It got to a point before where I had a blister on my heel and it burst, and that little sore stingy bit for a period afterwards was so bad. It was I actually ran up like 2 or 3 really big hills, so my pace picked up a little bit because I had to sort of do some foot admin. But yeah, I need to work on that. But like I said, part of that was a water issue. I couldn't stop and cool my feet down, couldn't waste the water, so it is what it is. But it's done now. There's another one in the bank. That was the last one in the bank before party time, in 4 or 5 weeks time. Just trying not to get run over. We'll leave that there actually. Yeah, 4 or 5 weeks time now, so now it's just a case of deload, taper, get rid of injuries, nice hot bath tonight. Oh, don't make me run across the road right now. Deload, taper. It's in deload. Taper now, wind it down, just get myself healthy, ready for the big day, and just see what happens. So, I've done as much as I can do to this point. I'd like to put in another couple of long runs, but it is what it is, as they say. And if I can get to 80k in this kind of shape, come race day, I'll be happy. Mostly because that's all the hills done now. So yeah, it's draining even though I've not pushed too hard. But food was good. Food running fine. Managed to keep a lot of food down, no GI issues apart from one little wobble, but I think I know what caused that. And yeah, if I'd have had more water, I'd have probably been where I needed to be about 20-30 minutes ago, and if I'd been taking care of my feet, probably the same. But yeah, those will be taken care of on race day. So yeah, I don't know if at this point getting sub 24 hours for the 160 will be, sorry, the 100 mile will be feasible, especially if it's 165 kilometres. It's actually slightly over 100 miles this race. But I'll give it my best crack and I should be able to get to the finish line. But I'm just looking forward to some fluid. There's a little pub here, I might get myself a little glass of Coke. And I'll just finish where I'm going to now. Managed to get an earlier train back as well, so that's good. Whoop whoop. And then I'll see how the legs are feeling later on, so go and stretch them off a little bit. But yeah, all in all, good day's work, beautiful day. A few things to work on, but isn't there always?